Hey everybody, this is Minion Soldier, and this is Ship Updates. Now, never mind the dead bodies on the ground, I'm just over here correcting a minor oversight. And speaking of minor oversights, CIG is correcting one too. The Redeemer. The Redeemer has finally seemingly appeared. Now, before you get too excited, remember this is just reconcepting imagery. This is not like a shot of, despite what it says down in the bottom right corner there, this is not a work in progress. CIG is not actually currently working on the Redeemer. This is part of the reconcepting of the ship. So there's a lot of details that are kind of fuzzy on the ship, a lot of details that are kind of in flux. They seem to have an interior kind of worked out, but once again, when they're talking about it, when they're showing this to you, you have to remember that this is not a ship that is in active production, so whatever they're showing you is an idea of what they're going to do. Now, the clamshell engines remain. Many people don't like those. I, on the other hand, am in the camp that actually kind of likes the different design. Overall, when I look at the Redeemer, I do see a strong ship. I do. In the gunship role, I think that this is going to be a fairly strong ship. Now, they did caution us that they didn't have immediate weapon sizes for us, so it may stay the way it is or the way it was sold to us last time, or it may change up or down. There's a lot of unanswered questions there, but you know, recently we had a talk about the Prowler and what the Prowler actually costs for what you get in the persistent universe versus what it costs in the real world. This is one of those ships, and I know it's a sensitive topic with some, but this is one of those ships where I feel that it is on the other end of the spectrum, where this is solid value that is going to reflect much more closely the real kind of in-game world price. That shot, not so flattering of it, I have to admit. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. Seems like they do have a little bit of work to do with the belly of the ship, but overall, I kind of dig it. And, you know, to each his own. Obviously, there's other competitors out there. There's other ships that are around that size and have approximately the same role. So it's really going to depend on individual taste, but this is one of those medium-sized ships in an area where Star Citizen is deeply lacking when it comes to ships like this. We need more ships like this, and we don't have enough of them. We already have, in all honesty, in my opinion, we have way too many fighters in the game as it is. So to see more medium-style ships come into the game, I have to say I'm very excited by that. Unfortunately, with this recent calling all devs, well, it's not the worst. It's not the end of the world type situation, but it seems that one of the medium style ships that I'm sure many of us are excited to see, the Star Runner, is going to be released in a subsequent patch to 3.11. So not 3.12, but 3.11.5, 3.11.1.2, whatever. The Star Runner is looking good. But it looks like their resources are elsewhere right now. Now, I think it's safe to say for most of us that the 100i and the Star Runner don't account for the totality of CIG's ship production capability. I think we can safely make that assumption. And since we know that they're not working on the Redeemer as they've outright stated it, what does that leave? Now, they did mention a few things in Calling All Devs, that they were reworking some of the ships for ship-to-ship docking. Specifically, they were talking about the Constellation and the Merlin. I wouldn't be surprised if, because they have mentioned it a number of times, if included in that, or included but not so far along maybe, is the Caterpillar and its command module being able to detach. That's one place where this work could be going. The other place is kind of the obvious one. It's been a rumor for a long time. I think SC Leaks back in June made an episode where they discussed this, and they revealed some images that I guess someone had tripped over somewhere on the internet. I don't know. That is a possibility, that there could be a capital-ish ship named after a certain star system coming up. I'm not sure, though. Personally, I feel that I'm not sure. The ship production pipeline, I mean, it's true that they could be just polishing up all kinds of ships for Squadron 42. That could be a possibility as well. Squadron 42 is a huge priority to get it out the door, and also to kind of get it out of the way, to get, you know, more attention to the ships in Star Citizen that desperately need it. Things like the Banu Merchantman. But I do feel like there is something coming down the pipeline, and we are going to be finding out about it probably around October the 10th. Something to think about. It's difficult sometimes to kind of anticipate where we're going to end up. You know, it's difficult to kind of guess these things, and I do operate on a lot of guesswork, and that is one thing that is true in a lot of my videos. It's a lot of speculation, because that's what we like to do. In the absence of information, you get speculation. Where are we going from here? I don't know. I don't know what ship we're getting next, because obviously the roadmap does not reflect what is currently happening. We don't have the full new roadmap yet. So where are we going? Honestly, right now, I got no idea.
Thank you for watching. So if you want to keep up with the latest and greatest in Star Citizen and Squadron 42's development, please follow us on our social media channels. See you soon.